What's going on, everybody? Nemo here. Little car time radio, purple pill kind of thing, and that kind of thing. Just got a car wash. It's a very beautiful day here in the greater Louisville metro area. The time, date is Sunday, March 4th, 2018 at 1:43 p.m. a.m. Eastern Mountain Pacific Standard Time in the year of our Lord, my friends. And welcome to another video of me in the car driving. Just got a car wash, like I said. It's a beautiful fucking day. And I'm smoking, yes, Jamie. And that nicotine, I don't have my fancy douche flute here in the car. So I did have a pack of cigarettes, however, so I'm going to smoke and we're going to drive. And let's talk some real MGTOW kind of topics. Let's talk about Chad and Tyrone, these mythical alphas that exist that steal all the women from us, or cause all the divorce rapes. I believe in Chad and Tyrone. I've seen plenty of Chads and Tyrones in my day. A version of a Chad happened to my marriage, I guess. There was another guy. He wasn't really a Chad. He wasn't really just, pumping and dumping. Pumping a bitch. And that sort of scenario that we like to hear about. But, oh yeah, he ran a red light. Like, so ran a red light. It wasn't even yellow. But, yeah, the Chads and the Tyrones, they're out there. They're out there. But let's look at another set of mythical whores and slurs out there at the peril of men. Let's talk about, we're not talking just Chad and Tyrone. Let's talk about Chrissy and Tyra. These women. These women who use their pussy like stink bait to catfish another man. And they are masters of being social chameleons, mind you. They'll say the right things, they'll act the right way, they'll spread their legs, and they'll give you that pussy. And things will be great for a while, until they set the hook. When you're a fisherman, when you're out there, and you get a nibble, you don't just immediately start reeling in. You gotta pull back, you gotta set that hook in the fish's jaw so that they're had, and that you can reel them in. And that may be a fight. You may have some fighting to do with that striped bass or catfish, or hell, even a bluegill. If you're pussy fishing, or if you're just fishing just so you can catch something. But you have to set the hook, and you have to get that hook in before you can reel them in. And that's where Chrissy and Tyra come in. They allow you to enter them. They get you hooked through the pussy. And let's face it, man, that's not top quality pussy. It's the scraps. But the culture we live in today has allowed these women to behave this way. And men, being the creatures we are, we fall for it. Hook, line, and stinker, mind you. And we think that that's gold. And these women are chameleons. They are chameleons. Chrissy and Tyra, they're not just your welfare moms. Granted, a lot of welfare moms play the Chrissy and Tyra part. But these women are so manipulative, and they know how to game you. They know how to get to you. So, let's face it, guys. We want to rip on Chad and Tyrone because we think that men are the only ones doing this to us. Or some weaker men, or don't want to blame anybody but the Chads and Tyrones that are fucking up their situation. Maybe you landed with a Chrissy. Maybe you were with a Tyra. These creatures that game you with their pussy, and they've got their hooks at you, and that's how they destroy you. It's not just these easy to find, easy to read archetypes, the Chad or the Tyra, the big alpha that just is coming to fucking leave and foot you with the bill. there are other creatures at work here. There are succubi, there are these entitled women that pull the I'm not happy card, and there's Chrissy and Tyra. And these men, these are the ones you need to be on the radar for. I'm going to talk about this in a purple pill mindset now, as if you're wanting to still entertain these fucking creatures, man. You need to see Chrissy and Tyra for who they are before they get their hooks in you. And in my opinion, when you're a little older, such as myself, I'm getting in my mid-30s, so I've been around the block a time or five. I've been around plenty of Chrissy's and plenty of Tyras to know when they're changing colors to suit you, right? I should have known that in a couple of relationships prior, but we're not going into my personal shit. We're going into how do you avoid these? And it's especially easy with online dating because these women make their profiles so shallow that you can almost spot a genuine person from a fake person. Mainly looking for specifics. Look for specific things. If you can't look at a woman's profile or her pictures or what have you and see that she has her own individualistic idea of how life is supposed to be and what she wants and what she needs, you can kind of tell. Some of these profiles are overly verbose and they don't need to be. And then, of course, you have to get through the flakes and find a person that will actually show up for a date. But you need to be on high alert, man. You need to get the big head rolling. Think in the big head. The little head, you can get satiated plenty of ways. If you're really just looking to get it wet, pay for it. Just buy it. Just buy a hooker. Just go on Backpage. Get an escort. Because you're going to pay for it no matter what you do. Eventually, you will pay for it. So, unless you're going to actually try to be a big head thinker and move about a relationship in the smart way and move about the dating scene in the proper way and use proper channels using your logical brain, your big brain, your little brain will be satiated in due time, gentlemen, in due time. But these lizards, these chameleons, these Chrissies, and these Tyras are everywhere. They are everywhere. And I know that you've seen them before. I know that you've seen them before. You just may not have recognized it or be able to put a name to the phenomenon. But let's take the Chad and Tyrone archetype, the paradigm that's set forth with Chad and Tyrone, and let's move that to the female side with Chrissy and Tyra. So, don't be a big fucking pussy. Do not let Chrissy sink her hooks in you. Do not. Because once you're got, you're got. Once you set the hook in that bass, unless for some miracle he breaks your line, you've got him where you want him. And these women will set their hooks in you. They will set them deep, and they will bury themselves deep within your psyche if you're not smart. So read these Chrissies and Tyras. Read them like a book. Don't let your emotional guard down in such a way that they can set that hook, gentlemen. But I think I've babbled long enough. I hope that you've gotten something out of this video. As always, don't be a big fucking pussy. Don't be a life coach. Be your own man. Do not follow the crowd just because somebody says you have to be this way to be MGTOW. It is all about you. You don't have to follow what I say or what Jamie says or what Charles F. Gray says to be a purple pill gentleman. Okay? It's not some rigid guideline that you have to follow or you can't be part of the big boys club. Like I've said before, we left the plantation because we don't want to be part of that cult-like mindset, except hashtag MindFrameCult2018. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, and donate, as I do plan on producing more content for you. Good night, MGTOW. Good night, men. Thanks for stopping by.